How do people in our modern society deal with the pressures of birth, aging, illness, and death? Our method is just like using a rattle to coax a child, saying, "Look here, look here, look here," using the rattle to attract the child's attention over there, and then let him ignore the things that should be paid attention to. Okay, we escape, we don't think about this problem, we pretend that we can live forever, and then we keep making money, supporting our families, buying houses, buying cars, hoping to escape, that is, escape the oppression of death. Nothing in this world can exist independently. Everything is dependent on others. It is all made up of causes and conditions. If any of these factors are removed, the thing will not become very long. So after this happened, he said he gave this thing a name called impermanence. Impermanence does not mean death, as people generally think. Impermanence means change. You can understand impermanence as a kind of change, but on the contrary, many of us always resist impermanence. We hope to accept the good side of impermanence, and we don't like bad impermanence. For example, my stomach hurts now, and I hope I can stop hurting. So if you have stomachache, you have to think that impermanence can make it stop hurting. Okay, you like this kind of change for the better. But what do you hate? You hate wrinkles on your face. You hate getting old. You hate your loved ones leaving you, right? So the fear of death brings a lot of anxiety to people. What is the source of this anxiety disorder? You clearly know that this world is impermanent. And you clearly know that you cannot help but accept this free gift, but you resist it, saying that it is better not to happen to me. At this time, you will find that your anxiety will gradually increase. If there is no blind expectation, there will be no disappointment. If you can understand that everything is impermanent, you will not cling to it. If you do not cling to it, you will not worry about gains and losses, and this is the only way to live a truly complete life. So in Buddhism, so-called life and death, life is aggregation and death is dispersion. So when some things gather together, this is a process of birth. And when these things disperse, this is a process of death. Everything in the world is constantly combining and dispersing, combining and dispersing. And in our lives, we often feel that, because time may be a little longer, our lives are several decades, so you will feel that this thing seems to be maintained forever. Do you remember the story of Pandora's box? When Pandora opened the box, all kinds of monsters, plagues, and other things in the box ran out, right? After they all ran out, she slammed the box shut. Well, what was left for people? It is said that what was left in the box is called hope. In the past, our interpretation was that it was fortunate that people had hope, so they could face those disasters such as terror, plague, and flood. In fact, if you think about it carefully, the things in that box were all things that hurt people. So hope is probably the biggest thing among all the things that hurt you. Only with the free can changes happen, and the pain can be gradually transformed, right? Then when you know that there are not so many expectations, you can live in harmony with every moment. If you can live in harmony with every moment, you will not be obsessed with controlling the future.